and welcome to the opening session of the Russian Notes user group. My name is Richard Jefts. I'm the Vice President, General Manager here at Digital Solutions. And I wanted to take the opportunity to share what has been top of mind us here at HCL, as well as what we have been hearing from our customers, partners, analysts, and industry experts as well. So let's talk about the event we have ahead of us. We'll be making significant product announcements, as well as the introduction of new products into our portfolio like Volt MX. This is our new product into low code, the low code market, and we're really excited about the opportunity we have with low code, and it spans that spectrum from Domino to Volt Domino to Volt MX. We will also be sharing insights into what is coming with Domino version 12. So as many of you may know, Domino version 12 will be delivered in the late spring, and we have been providing previews to Domino version 12. So please, if you have the opportunity, access our beta environment, try the product, and please feel free to provide us with feedback. It's really important for us to better understand what features and functions you require for your customers and partners as well. We'll also be sharing some amazing demos. We'll have great technical sessions and insights that you had not heard of over the next days. Oh, and one other thing, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the Q&A. We will aggregate them as we go along, and we'll ask those questions at the end of the session. And if I'm not able to provide any answers to those questions, we will have experts who will follow up, because they're really, really important. And we know that you're taking your time to spend this with us, and that we should be able to answer those questions as we get along. So let's get started. So first thing I really want to do is I want to acknowledge not only the Russian Notes user group, but we're incredibly fortunate to have representation across the globe from multiple user groups. And you can see here we have representation from the United States to Russia to all over Europe, China, Japan, and we are very, very fortunate that these user groups are dedicated, passionate, and people who really make a difference with our customers and partners every single day. And one of the key things that I want to draw your attention to is, as you can see here, we've seen a steady progression of the number of attendees that have started to attend our user groups and started to really add value into the user groups. This progression has started from 2018 when we did the transition over to IBM. At that time, we had 800 different attendees at our user groups. In 2019, we increased by over 1,200 more to 2,000. And we are at a pace to blow away 3,500 by leaps and bounds for 2020. The other key thing that I want to acknowledge here that is a very important trend for us is that we're starting to see user groups come back. They're starting to come back. User groups that had disbanded and moved on have now started to come back and engage with our customers and our partners again. And I can tell you that we are more than thankful and appreciative to all of these people who take the leadership between Vlad and Saiwan with the Russian Notes user group and the other leadership that have been driving these virtual events and really sending our message globally to all of our customers. We really are thankful for all you folks do. And I can't say enough that I personally feel incredibly fortunate that we have people that are as passionate and dedicated as all of you are to our customers and to our partners. So let's talk a little bit about why is Russia so important to us. And first and foremost, as you can see here, it's a significant business for us, and we believe there's incredible opportunity for growth. Today, Russia is our 8th largest region when it comes to users and revenue. We are incredibly fortunate to have a strong, very strong partner base that meets our customers' demands and provides them with insights to what our roadmaps are and the focus that we have. We also see that within our key industries, we have a strong, very strong customer base. As you can see on the left-hand side in the pie chart, over 53% of our customers are in the financial services business. Another 19% are in telecom. And you can also see that transportation, as well as energy and utilities, are also important to us. You can also see that we're listening. We're listening to what you're having to say to us. We understand that Astra Linux support is critical to the Russian market. We also are well aware that on-prem is a key aspect of the Russian market. We understand that you want to control your data. You want to have those key insights. So this is on-prem is a key area that we will continue to focus on, and I'll talk much more about what we are doing there to ensure that feature velocity is occurring for our customers that want to make a choice, whether they want to be in the cloud or whether they want to be on-prem. And this is a key aspect of our vision and our strategy, and I'll talk more about that shortly as well. And security, I can't say enough. Security is one of the key aspects of our DNA within the HCL Digital Solutions Group. We continue to invest in our security. We continue to drive features and velocity there as well. And we will continue to improve where we can around the security aspects of our business. So why is Russia important to us? Well, first and foremost, I think what we've heard is we are trusted. Over the last 3 years, we've delivered upon our commitments when it comes to Domino. We delivered version 10, the first major release of Domino in almost 6+ years. We then committed that we would deliver another major release within a year, and we achieved that with version 11. And in the very, very near future, we will be delivering version 12 as well of Domino in the late spring. But it's not just about Domino for us when it comes to being trusted and delivering upon our commitments. As you're going to hear from me today, we also have delivered Connections version 7 that we committed to our customer base as well. We've now delivered as well our new SameTime Premium offer, which you'll hear more about over the next couple days. And then finally, in the last month, we also delivered our latest version of Digital Experience. I will tell you, we've been incredibly busy. Those teams are all taking a slight deep breath right now, but they are already working on the next major releases and continuing that commitment and continuing to be trusted for what we deliver. As I noted, we also understand the importance of on-prem. And with our focus on a containerization approach, leveraging Kubernetes, OpenShift, and transitioning towards a cloud-native approach, we are actually continuing to invest in the areas of a destination for customers if they want to be in the cloud, if they want a hybrid approach, or if they want to be completely on-prem as well. We also understand the importance of localization of the product. That includes documentation and the digital information on our websites. And finally, as I noted earlier, we are listening. There are key features and requirements for the Russian environment, for the Russian region, and we will continue to make investments and work very, very closely with all of your key partners, Sci1 being one of those many partners. So now let's talk about this. What does this mean for us? And let's talk about a little bit as well around some significant investments we've been making within our marketing as well. So as some of you may know, we actually over the last 2 weeks have kicked off our launching pad for 2021. We had our Digital Week 2020 in the United States in EMA. We had over 2,300 plus people register for week 1. We then took a break, a slight break, and the following week, just last week, we did our APJ in Greater China event. And as you can see, we had over 1,500 additional registrants for that event. What an amazing opportunity for us to send our message out to our customers, to get our customers excited about not only the announcements that we've made, but the intentions that we have around investing into the portfolio even more. The other key aspect for you to know is we saw significant traffic on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on other aspects of social over the last 3 weeks. We really wanted to push and cascade and amplify our message, and the feedback we've gotten from customers, partners, and analysts has been very, very positive. So this for us, Digital Week 2020, was a launching pad for 2021. The user groups, the Russian Notes user group as an example, is that continued investment that we will make into our broader communication strategy. This just gives you a sense of the momentum that we have as an organization. Just think about it. Where were we 2.5 years ago? We hadn't even delivered version 10 at that point. We had just committed to it. So in such a short period of time, not only have we continued to deliver, but we've been listening to all of you. How do we drive and amplify our message much louder? Digital Week 2020 was just the beginning of the rolling thunder that we will have as our communication moving forward. And we will focus our communication and marketing in the Russian region to continue to drive that air cover and that momentum that all of you are looking for as well. So let's talk about a bit about what we have recently announced. I can tell you I am incredibly excited about the work the team has put in over the last year across the portfolio. As you can see, in the last month alone, we've had 3 major significant releases. The first one being HCL Digital Experience, our 3rd major release of digital experience from an HCL perspective. I will talk a bit more about what we were able to deliver during that time. I will also give you some insights into the value proposition. HCL Connections 7, our first major release of connections from an HCL perspective. We delivered our 6.5 release that we had committed to as an HCL company, and we did that last year. We've continued the momentum, listening to you, our customers, on what you needed for connections. And again, I will drill down into that a bit more and give you folks some context into the areas that we're focusing on. And then HCL SameTime Premium. This literally has just come out in the last 3 weeks as well. Again, an incredible release, a completely rebuilt meetings functionality, leveraging the Jitsi open source technology, and we've made significant investments in chat. I think we're all well aware of the way people are working today and the importance of these types of sessions. Frankly, this event being virtual and actually now being done from my home office instead of actually being there physically. We are and have to change the way we work, and HCL SameTime Premium allows you actually to do that much more effectively. So let me talk a little bit about each one and give you some key insights into what we were able to deliver, and frankly, why does that matter to you? So we're excited about the work we have been able to do to make SameTime a total cloud native offer. That means that it works perfectly well on-prem, or it can work in the cloud of your choice. So if you want to run workloads on AWS, GCP, Azure, or your own cloud, you have that ability to do that today. It also allows you to control your data. Many of us today are very cautious about the information that we have, and we want to make sure that we have insights into who's accessing it, who's not accessing it, how often are they accessing it. This data is the crown jewels of many of your organizations, and we're well aware how important it is for you to be able to have those insights and be able to control it, as well as provide rock solid privacy, encryption, and audibility of that data to ensure that your meeting and your data you have the insights into. The other area that is important that we've heard from customers around your meetings is many customers today have runaway costs when it comes to their meetings technology. I can tell you from my experience, very few organizations have just a single meetings technology. They likely have 2, 3, maybe even 4. What we have seen happen is many of these costs, as more and more people are attending these meetings and going virtual, what we're finding is those costs are becoming uncontrollable. Well, with HCL SameTime Premium, you actually have the ability to keep track of those costs, scale when needed when you have a large event, pull back and rip down those meetings to a much more controllable cost when you're in a steady state. Not many technologies provide that to customers today, and we believe this is a key differentiator for us. The other product that we announced, I just can't say enough about, HCL Connections version 7. For us, we had 3 key mandates. We want to ensure that we drove simplification and save time for our customers and partners. We also want to drive and improve productivity everywhere we can, bringing people together and connecting them in a seamless, simple way. And then finally, continuing our momentum and our main focus across our portfolio on maintaining and reducing your TCO, your total cost of ownership. So let's talk a little bit about how and why I believe HCL Connection 7 is one of our breakaway releases. So first and foremost, we've heard you loud and clear. We have built some beautiful templates to allow you to get started simply now. You don't have to start from nothing. We have templates that allows you to better understand how you should be using the product, how you can adjust those templates, and it gives you a quick start opportunity. The other area that we heard you loud and clear on was integration with connections with the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. We now have the ability to seamlessly transition from a Teams discussion into a connections community where I can seamlessly propagate and push out information to a broader audience, which is where one of the challenges we've been hearing around Teams is you are working in silos all the time. We also have full integration with Outlook now as well with connections, and we will continue to invest here. We believe that better together is the right approach with Microsoft when it comes to collaboration. We are also making improvements into our cloud native approach with connections. As you can see and hear from me, cloud native is an important wow across our portfolio. It clearly goes horizontal across all of our products, and we believe this is the direction that many companies are going to move in the future. Moving towards cloud native simplifies your management processes, it simplifies your deployment processes, it also allows you to handle and control your costs. We are just beginning that journey of the cloud native investments we'll be making with connections, but it is important for you to know that foundationally, this is the direction we will be moving. The key aspect, I believe, for all of you on this call is for you to know that we understand on-prem is critical to all of you. Moving towards cloud native does not diminish our investments in on-prem, and frankly, it allows us to have a single code base to actually deliver our products with more velocity. So let's move to digital experience. So this is another key aspect of our portfolio. We delivered our latest release in the middle of November with investments around our journey related to cloud native. We have established and heard from our customers that they really wanted a hybrid model. So what we have done in this release is we've delivered a hybrid cloud native capabilities that allows you to actually maintain data, leverage functionalities and features on-prem that you were not able to in the past. We've also made investments into our tools that we have for our users, whether that's the user experience improvements to our what we call our DAM. We've also now introduced a new video offer for our customers that's integrated within digital experience. And we've also offered now out-of-the-box support for Google Analytics. And this is important for all of you, as we all know, for those of you who are building digital experiences, it is critical to be able to have those key actionable insights into what needs to be done and how you should be adjusting, and having a true holistic view into how your customers are interacting across your digital experiences. So as you can see here, we have many different pieces of the puzzle coming together. They're all part of our overall view of the digital office and where the digital office is transitioning to. And this is an area that we'll continue to make investments in. We're incredibly excited about what we've been able to deliver in such a short period of time, but we're also well aware that this is just the beginning, and that this is part of our transition towards moving towards a true digital transformation portfolio. So there are also some significant investments we are making that are coming in the very near future. So looking ahead, this is where we are going to be investing, and in my view, you should be incredibly excited about the HCL Domino version 12 release. We're going to be making investments into the container and cloud native aspects of Domino. We'll be working on the database and backup side. And there's significant investment, by the way, in security as well. My ask to all of you, if you're interested in learning more about version 12, please sign up for the beta. You have an opportunity to leverage the product in a sandbox. You also have the opportunity to influence what we're building and how we're building it. As you can see here as well, we will be announcing in the very near future our first HCL Volt MX washed version. What does that mean? That means that we are actually changing the branding, all of the trademarking, all of the logos, all of the copyrights, all of that work is being done to HCLize the Volt MX product. And as you can see here, in the very near future, post the washing, we will be moving towards HCL Volt MX version 10. This will be our major release for Volt MX, and it represents the continued investment that we're making within low code. And if you really think through this, low code, you can see here, is a major focus from us from a portfolio perspective. We obviously have Domino, and we will continue to invest in the franchise. You recently have probably heard about Domino Volt, where we now have Domino customers building new apps on Domino, leveraging Volt. And then you can see here the recent acquisition of the Quantum product from Temenos, which we have now rebranded as Volt MX. We're excited about the focus here. And really the reason why we're excited is because low code has become incredibly top of mind for many CIOs. So let's talk a bit about what we're hearing in the market as well. So as you can see here, first and foremost, what we've been hearing from our customers, from partners and experts in the market, we've been hearing that these are the four major areas that many companies and specifically CIOs are thinking about today. The first one being they really need to reimagine the employee and customer experiences. And fundamentally, if you think about it, the changes in the digital office has been substantial. It has allowed us to reimagine our customers and employees' experiences by engaging them with intuitive digital experiences, enabling them to connect virtually, and frankly, empowering them to continue to get results. We've also seen that cloud continues to be an important destination for many companies and for many CIOs. However, what we have heard is that many of them want a choice. If they want to be in the cloud or on-prem, they want to be able to choose that. And there's not many offers out there today that actually allow you to choose where you want to run your workloads. Most companies today are frankly pushing you towards their direction. We believe that many companies out there want to choose where that key destination is for them. We have also heard that low code is an important area for many CIOs. And this is due to the importance of speed, agility, and scale when it comes to low code. Much of this is required for companies to digitally transform their businesses and the overall experiences while leveraging business users to be able to build software. As all of us know on this call, to leverage a true coder, it takes a lot of time to hire them, to bring them on board. A lot of those projects are very difficult and challenging. Really, when it comes down to wanting to drive velocity and digitally transforming your organization, low code is the choice that many CIOs are making today. So let's talk about agility and the importance of adjusting to your customers. So what we're seeing and what we're hearing is that many companies today are trying to align the expectations of their customers. And many of those expectations are incredibly high. They're expecting that their experiences for working is very similar to the experiences outside of work. And as many of us know, companies today are not where they need to be within the digital transformation life cycle. Many of them are actually still digitally transforming websites and starting to leverage commerce and those things. But they really have not transitioned into that stage where they are truly omni-channel or leveraging intelligence to drive digital transformation. We've also seen speed is critical to driving velocity and getting the results. And this is another area that CIOs have been talking about. When I talk to our customers, what I hear from them is fast is not fast enough anymore. And so that has now forced us to look at how do we deliver faster, but how do we enable our customers to be able to effectively digitally transform themselves. And then finally, let's talk about what we're hearing about where many businesses are going to invest today. We have been working with various analysts trying to determine where are those investments and where are they occurring. And much of this has shifted just based on the last 9 months and the impact of COVID. So let's share some interesting data here that we have for you. So what we have heard and what we have been told and what the analysts and researchers have identified that worldwide today, based on what has happened over the last 9 months, 56% of the companies worldwide today, some of their top spend is around collaboration. And I think that makes a whole lot of sense to all of us, right? When you think about the importance of engaging, empowering, enabling your teams, collaboration solutions are more key than they ever were before. You also see meetings and video conferencing, another key aspect. Obviously, with this event, you can tell that this is, an area that we're all going to be moving towards. This is becoming the new norm of leveraging video conferencing. And frankly, it's about time. I've been involved in collaboration for most of my career, whether it was at Cisco or whether it was IBM or whether it was when I was a customer. And I always found it interesting that people just didn't feel comfortable with video. Well, in the last 9 months, I think we've all been forced to different scenarios where we realize video is more important than ever. The other key aspect that really stood out for myself, and I know the broader team, is in the upper right-hand column if you haven't read it yet. But when you really think about this, digital transformation has become a higher priority for CIOs than security. Now, who would have ever thought that would have occurred, right? But I think what you're seeing now is with COVID and with the expectations, as I noted earlier, of employees and customers, digital transformation is more important than ever. It's not a want, it is frankly a need. So let's talk a little bit about our portfolio and how we believe our portfolio is fit perfectly for the current scenarios around the investments that companies are making in digital transformation. What do I mean by that? That can mean low code, that could mean the digital office, that could mean customer journey, or an overall customer experience. So let me start at the top here, and I'm going to focus a bit on low code. And as I noted earlier, low code is about speed, it's about agility, and it's the ability to scale digital transformation, and it is more important than ever, as I noted before. With Volt MX and Domino Volt, we provide the ability to digitize your business processes quickly by leveraging your end user, business users, or developers. These products also allow you to adjust and simply deliver on your customers' requirements. I'm also excited to announce a new product that's coming into our portfolio in 2021, Volt Business. Please look forward to the announcement that'll be occurring later today, where you'll get even more insights into the investments we're making within low code. I hope you see from the investments we're making how important this market is to us, and we recognize how important it is to all of you, our customers and partners as well. I'd be remiss not to talk about the right-hand side here. So apps that run your business. We today have millions of applications running on Domino, and many of these are highly integrated into our customers' business processes, systems, and back office integrations. We continue to deliver for Domino. We continue to invest in Domino. And frankly, Domino is our franchise. We believe that this product is one of the first low-code development platforms, and is now, as you can see, we will continue to make those investments. And you've seen us deliver on Domino. As I mentioned before, version 10, 2.5 years ago, version 11, about a year ago today, actually, was when we announced version 11 in Tokyo. We will have in the very near future our version 12 release, and that is coming out, and we feel that we have now made enough investment into Domino that version 12 is going to be our breakaway release. So let me talk about the digital office as well. As was noted earlier, many companies are looking at how to reimagine their employees' and customers' experiences. And especially today, I am sure many of you can see how important it really is to first and foremost engage your customers and employees, enable your customers and employees digitally, and frankly, to empower them to drive results and get work done. We are seeing this even with this event. As I noted earlier, last year this was in person. I think that you're going to see virtual events become more and more important as we go along here. Even when we move beyond COVID, I am sure the way we are working or have been working will adjust. So with that investment in the digital office, as I noted earlier, we have HCL SameTime to deliver your meetings and chat experiences. We are offering HCL Digital Experience to provide your customers with the content that they're required and really build true digital experiences that go across the spectrum, from the web all the way to mobile in a seamless way. And then finally, HCL Connections. If there's anything that is more important today than connecting better with our employees and our customers, I would be challenged to say what that would be. As noted earlier, the customer journey and experience is more important than ever. In that customer journey area, we have 3 major products and more actually that are part of that customer journey. I think you can all see with HCL Volt MX and the beautiful mobile applications that can be built, with HCL Commerce becoming more relevant across many industries today, of being able to drive a commerce experience on websites as well as your mobile devices. And then finally, HCL digital experiences and leveraging that portal to get to your customers in the many ways that you're required. And finally, we have built this all cloud native, allowing our customers a choice on where and how you want to deploy. You can run workloads on any cloud you want or run it on-prem. Frankly, it's your choice. So let's talk a little bit about our product and the customer success throughout our product. And so what I wanted to review here with you really was give you some insight into how we're adjusting the way we're building software and listening to all of you. We have continued to focus on moving and transitioning from a waterfall approach towards more of a CD, CI, agile approach, shrinking down our release times where we now are building our products and having them completed and compilable in mostly 2-week instances. We continue to also drive velocity and quality into these releases and have key mandates around what we call our definition of done. If you are done with that feature functionality, there are specific criteria that each one of those teams has to go through to ensure that we're not only delivering what you want, but also to ensure that it actually works and functions and is as fast as we possibly could make it. I think the other area that you should be well aware of is that we continue to invest and improve here. We know we can do better as a team. We have a significant initiative internally where we are redefining how we're building software. And my belief is that you will see that in results. And I'm going to share some of those results here momentarily. So let's talk a little bit about some of those results. And we obviously are very focused on metrics and measurements and really are trying to ensure that we're continuing to progress as we want here. So first and foremost, our customer sat a 9.3 in November 2020. We continue a nice strong trend here of delivering what our customers require. This is the area that we believe is a nice key metric for us to monitor and react to accordingly. We also have seen significant progress on our Net Promoter Score, NPS. This really is driven by our support team, frankly. What we have been hearing from our customers around that Net Promoter Score is the support experience that we're providing is best in class. We are driven on getting you to the right person the first time. We are heavily focused on ensuring that we are communicating and being extremely transparent. And I can tell you that our support organization is dedicated and focused to all of you, our customers. And that is driven in that metric and measurement, as you can see there. Again, this is something we will be very transparent and share with you, the good and the bad. If we start to see trends where we are not effectively driving what we need to from a goal perspective, we will share that with you and we'll share what we're doing to solve it. So let's talk about one of the other metrics that I mentioned earlier that I think is incredibly important for all of you to know. Adoption. As you can see here, our 11.01 release, steady trends on adoption. Actually, in November, we saw a beautiful little uptick as well. As you also can note, in 11.01, we have already surpassed the downloads for 11.0. We did that about 4 months ago. We've had over 55,000 plus downloads of 11.01. And we now know that we have over 7,000 unique customers who are leveraging 11.01, whether it's in their lab or whether it's in production. Again, I hope that this is a key metric for you all to understand that we have built the value to go to our latest releases, and we will continue to invest in there, and we will make it as easy as possible to transition you from whatever release you are on to this version. We have a program internally called Project 11. It's all about how do we seamlessly upgrade our customers. If you want to learn more about Project 11, please feel free to reach out to your partner or to us as well, and we can give you some great insights. But again, another key data point for us as we progress here. So something I mentioned earlier when I talked about how we're building software and rebuilding software, one of the things that I wanted to ask all of you is, you have an opportunity to influence what we are building. You also have an opportunity to get early insights into seeing the features and how we're effectively delivering those. As I noted earlier, many of our teams are working in 2-week development cycles, and new code is constantly available for all of you to see. My ask to all of you is be heard. Be heard. This is an opportunity for you to influence us to build great products. Please take a picture of the QR code here with your mobile phone. And if you're interested in signing up to have access and be part of our development process, please sign up. This really is important for us. Frankly, my view, it's a win-win situation for you as well as it is for us. I'll pause there and let you take a quick picture if you want. All right. All right, well, I have another offer for all of you. And frankly, this is a key aspect of what we have been doing for the last year. As you can see here, we've established a client advocacy program. We have engaged over 360 companies are part of this program today. We have 160 client advocates. What is a client advocate? A client advocate is an actual developer, someone who's writing software within our team. We've conducted over 350 conference calls and meetings, and I had almost 1,800 email correspondence as we've been going about this. What does this mean for you? Well, you have the opportunity to meet with that developer on a monthly basis to have a detailed review of questions or issues that you're having. You might want insights into roadmaps. You might even want a demo of some of the work that we're doing here. This is an area, again, that we believe has broken down some of those iron curtain and the walls that have been put up in place and has allowed us to really focus and make progress and be transparent with our customers. I will again pause here, give you a moment to leverage that QR code. This again, I believe, is a fantastic opportunity for many companies to leverage. Please take us up on this. Again, it's a win-win. And I think one other key aspect here is there is no charge for this, by the way. So we do not charge for this. This is an opportunity for you to leverage an industry expert across our portfolio. So let me, in summary, let's talk about the impacts of 2020. So first, obviously, it's been a very disruptive year from an employee perspective as well as a customer perspective. We've seen a massive shift during this time towards working remotely. We saw this with almost 150,000 employees at HCL moving towards remote work. And I would say that this has also reinforced the importance of being able to leverage technologies to connect. And I think many of us have been through this, right? Whether it's the challenges of working from home from a bandwidth perspective, which I've had, unfortunately, some issues with, or your kids walking in during video conference. I have a little sign on my wall telling my kids they're not allowed in right now. But that doesn't always work, unfortunately. But I'm sure we've all been through that, and it is another key aspect of how we are shifting towards remote working. I've talked a lot about the rise of low code. And during this time, there's obviously been a significant investment in digitally transforming companies faster than they originally planned. And this has reinforced the need for low code and the capabilities to digitize faster. We've also seen the continued movement towards cloud. However, again, a cloud can be, it's a simple destination. A cloud could be a private cloud, it could be a public cloud, it could be on-prem, it could be hosted in another data center. This is an investment that you will see us making more towards cloud native to give our customers a choice. The experience and the expectations of our customers has elevated. They require us to digitally transform, to allow them to access the same information that they would if they were in person. This is another reason for you seeing that shift towards low code and that continued investment into a cloud native approach. And then finally, all of this leads towards digital transformation becoming more important than ever. Just go back and think about 10 minutes ago when I noted that digital transformation is a higher priority than cybersecurity for many CIOs today. I think that just gives you a little bit of a sense of how it has become less of a want, but it is required now and is a need. So let's finally jump right into why HCL Digital Solutions for digital transformation. So first and foremost, low code. We understand low code and believe Domino was the first rapid application development platform. As I've noted earlier, low code is a core part of our business, is in an area that we will continue to invest and innovate in. And our portfolio provides full coverage of low code when you think of pro code to mid code to true low code applications. Our portfolio today and the future investments that we're going to be making there allows for us to have one of the few portfolios that is from one end to the other in a seamless journey. So we're trusted. We've been trusted for decades. And frankly, we are future ready with the investments we're making in people, technologies, etc. We've had a track record of delivering upon our commitments, as I noted earlier. We've done this with our last 2 releases of Domino, and we've done this with our most recent releases of Connection 7, SameTime Premium, as well as our latest release of Digital Experience. Our portfolio is proven and trusted by the largest companies in the world, from banking, manufacturing, technology, and obviously the government. As I noted earlier, we are built cloud native. We believe choice is important to many, and we will continue to be agnostic in our cloud approach and allow you to choose. By being cloud native and being containerized, we have simplified the deployment and overall management. This includes on-prem as well. And with a cloud native approach, it's your cloud, your data, your choice. And then finally, our deep enterprise IT stack. I'd be remiss not to comment on our strong global partner ecosystem that delivers and focuses on our customers and is frankly critical to our success. With our continued focus on delivering upon our commitments, innovating across the portfolio, and knowing we can always do better, we are the right choice for today and for tomorrow. Don't miss the next sessions. We have some fantastic sessions coming up. Right after myself, Andrew Manby will be presenting the DS portfolio and product strategy, and he's going to get into the bits and bytes of what we've been building. As you can see from this screenshot, he's also going to be sharing some insights into VoltMX in our IDE that we have for VoltMX. You're also going to hear from Ginny from our product management team on SameTime Premium. She'll also be sharing shortly all the features and functions we've been delivering there. And please feel free to attend these sessions. They're in-depth insights into our overall portfolio. So thank you again, and please stay safe and healthy. And we will open it up to some questions here, I believe. And I really do appreciate the opportunity to speak with you virtually. And I will tell you, I am looking forward to the opportunity in the very near future to come to Russia and actually meet with many of you in person. Vlad, thank you again for the opportunity to present here, sir. It's a great opportunity. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for presenting HCL strategy and vision. And you mentioned that Domino is trusted amongst the largest customers. I think we have to mention that the Domino is a technology that I never see in a community or other technologies that people so passionate and enthusiastic, because so many people working the whole life in Domino, and they share knowledge, and this I think is one of key factors of HCL Domino success.
Agreed. Thank you, Vlad.
Thank you. And I think we have no questions about this session. So thank you very much for presenting and coming to Russian Notes user group. We have another session from Andrew Manby in 10 minutes. So Richard, thank you very much.
Thank you, Vlad.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you for all you do, sir. I really
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.